morning, everybody. Happy Art Day, aka Monday. I am back in the studio, and today I want to do some card making and maybe some crafting. Reason being that I do have a very dear internet friend. We haven't met each other in real life, but we know each other for a couple of years now. And her mom is currently struggling with some illness, and I wanted to send her a little, just a little care package kind of a thing. So I want to bundle up a few pieces and bits and pieces for artwork. For example, I gotta get it. I forgot to bring it to the table. So I had decided that I wanted to send her some artwork just to, take her mind off the illness for maybe just a minute or two. And I was preparing that today while the kids of my best friend were here at our house. It was a kiddies weekend. So I decided I wanted to send her this painting I did of a poppy flower because I think it's just uplifting and nice colors. So the kids, seeing me do that, they went through my stack of artwork as well, and they both chose a painting that I had to send from them, which I found so cute. They are adorable. So the boy of my best friend chose the thistle because pink. He likes pink flowers. And the girl chose what are they called? Oh gosh, I totally knew and now I forgot. Hold on. Snow. In German, they are called Schneeglöckchen. So here is your German lesson of the day. So they went through all of my artwork and they said they wanted the same format as I have. So they chose these flowers to send to my best friend's mom. And then they helped me gathering all the materials that I chose for making the cards. One for my best internet friend and one for her mother, and they said they wanted to send a card as well. So I made them choose a card, a tiny card, because they're tiny little humans. They're almost 3 years old, and they did use their fingers and some ink to, sign their card with their fingerprints, which I think is adorable. And they told me I should write their names on the back of the paintings so that the mother of my friend knows, this is from me and I sent you some well wishes, and I had to write something into the card as well. They gave me instructions, so I'm going to do that later off camera. But they said I should also finish the card, please. So I want to start with that before I start my own cards to send along. And I just found that so adorable this morning. It was precious, I have to say. So cute. So what I thought I'd add is just this one or two flowers, just stamping a little bit, and then maybe adding a little bit of thread or yarn just to have a bow on there. And I think I want, since they are two kids, I want two different flower stems. I want those because I think they go just well with the what is it called? With the simple card design that I'm going for. Need a paper towel to clean my stamp. And the beep you just heard is just my vlogging camera because I want to tease things for you to know what's gonna come up. So let's see. just going in with white ink. Just gonna complete the little pattern here. Have it maybe a little more subtle and the fingerprints do stand out. And I've been having this project on my mind for a very long time. I had texted with my friend even before I moved into the new apartment and got my studio supplies back. I had said, okay, because she told me, you know, my mom is currently struggling a bit, so I said, you know what, let me send her a care package once I'm in my studio. Just something to take her mind off of things for a tiny little bit. So that is what I had planned for a long time. And now I'm going to let the card dry. It's just very simple, subtle. And I'm going to... Am I gonna stamp her name on that? No, I'm gonna handwrite that later on. But I'm gonna add some flowers to the envelope as well. Just to have a sweet, lovely pattern to send off to her. I think I'm gonna go in like a half circle kind of a thing, or 3/4 circle, better said, so that I have enough space to write her name. I think that is okay. Do I want the back? No, I don't think so. So the kid's card would almost be finished. I need a little yarn. I hope I do have, yeah, I do have white. I just want to thread that around the front of the card. Maybe tie a little bow if my fingers will let me. Where does it start? Ah, there. Okay. So I'm just gonna wrap this around maybe 2 or 3 times. And then I promised, because they're on the kids are on their way back to their mom. They're currently traveling, and I promised that I would send a photo of what I did with their card. So I have to take a quick picture once I have this done, as they want to know. Snip, snip, snip. Maybe I'm going to thread it through. No, that doesn't look too cute. Let's not do that. Just going to tie a bow. Trouble with tying knots. Great. Let's see. Yeah, that's more like it. And a tiny bow. Okay. Thanks, disability. It's not gonna be a tiny bow. Sheesh. I'm having trouble today. Gosh. Come on, fingers. Be kind. Nope. All right. It's not gonna be a bow. It's gonna be a knot. Sorry about that, dear recipient, but I cannot manage today. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the yarn. Maybe just have it stand up a little bit like bunny ears or something. Okay. All right, so I'm quickly gonna take a photo and then I'm going to work on my second card. But I'm going to do that off screen because you don't have to see my passcode. So let's see. So I can put that to the side and work on my cards. So what I want to do for these two cards, gotta clean up my work surface. What I want to do here is, so I have an envelope and a card base of a matching color. The blue one is a little too big, so I gotta trim that card. First of all. And that was a little stupid, Miss King, but well, I'm gonna manage to hopefully cut it straight. Yep, looking good. And in the other direction, I need, how much do I need to cut? Let's go here. And then I have to cut the other side of the card. So I want, for both of the cards, I want to have kind of a similar design. Sorry, that was loud. But then again, not totally similar. So I thought, if you have been with me for a while, you might remember this format of the Tiny Tuesday show that I had. So I thought I might paint or draw something on these tiny cards here and have a little bit of a background on a different kind of a paper and just have a little edge of the cardstock, of the colored cardstock peek through. So I would have to measure my card. So that is 10.9 by 15.9. So 5. How much do I want to stand out? 0.5 centimeter. So there's 8, 7 centimeters. Gonna measure that, mark it. No, that's wrong. Gosh, I cannot think. It's getting warm, guys. I have 16 centimeters almost, so I'm going for 15. Cut it down. And the other was 10-ish, almost 11. So I'm going for 10 centimeters in the other direction, just to have a little bit of the blue peek through. Let me check on the camera, because I learned from the last video that you didn't really see it all. So excuse the lamps here on top, but I think you can see a little better if I work quite low on my desk. So this goes to the trash. Part number 1, yep, something like that. I have to measure the second card, if it is exactly the same. So I got 15 centimeters. It's a little smaller, so I gotta go 14 by 10.5, 9.5. 14 by 9.5. Da, da, da. That's my pencil. There it is. 9.5. And then 14. Now I can take away the paper trimmer. Oh, there's my card. Should measure that on the envelope, right? So it would look something like this. And then I would probably put the Tiny Tuesday kind of a piece of paper on top. And here I would probably go something like this. What I thought I would do is have a little bit of a background stamp going on, something a little more subtle, and then have the focal point on these tiny pieces. Excuse me. So I brought a couple of stamps. That's not the right one. Here they are. This is text. This is butterflies. I think. Yeah, was thinking maybe using the butterflies from that one, or use these background stamps and have a butterfly on top of the Tiny Tuesday, and having a stamp on the Tiny Tuesday that I'm gonna color. I think I will go for that because I liked the idea. So let's start with the background stamp. Where's my acrylic block? There it is. Ooh, that's a nasty kind of a noise. I hope I can make it less nasty in post-production. This stamp has been used so much, but I think it is a wonderful background stamp. And though I clean it regularly, it still looks, well, kind of yucky. But that is fine for me. Let me think. The smaller card is the red one. So I think I'd like to go with this reddish brown color maybe, or do I want to go with a red? Nah, I think I want to go a little, or, no. Let me think, hold on. I want the focal point to be stamped with the red ink, because I have a dark red ink here. So maybe I should go with a light green for the background and play with a lighter tone for the red card. So I'm gonna ink this up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna think about what I want to use on the blue card. Maybe some orange or yellow tone. Or I can go with green and turquoise for the what's it called? For the butterfly, for the focal point. So let's go for the tiny card first. It might be that I have my head in the frame. I'm sorry about that, but I have to look straight down to see if I'm... Hold on, I could actually do it the other way around. Then my head is not in the way. It's a little bit of a reddish brown there. Oh, I guess the kids have been playing with this, maybe? I don't know. So I'm gonna ink it up with another green tone. It's more of an olivey green. I'm gonna go over it again. Maybe have a little ghosting effect going on. Yeah, that's something like a ghosting effect. So now I'm going to take I'm gonna take the darker green, just ink up one edge. Just print a little bit here. And then on the other side, same thing. Inking up. And giving it a print. There we go. Just to have it printed to the edge. Otherwise I think it would look awkward. So, got that. I gotta clean that stamp in a second. But before I do that, I want to choose my color for the other card. Let's see what I have. That should be for the focal point. Don't really have a turquoise, so I'm going with this light purplish pink color. I think that would fit best. But I'm quickly gonna go and clean my stamp. Hold on. There we go. Cleaned my stamp. Now I can go on with the other paper, and I think I want to do something different here and have this printed landscape instead of portrait style. So I'm gonna ink up my stamp. I'm going to start on the right hand side. I'm gonna have it overlap a tiny bit on the edge. Count to 10 in your head. And it should be fine for the ink to transfer. Yeah, it's very subtle. And it's very light. Yeah, that's enough for me. I hope you can see it on camera. I'm not all that sure, but it is a very, very, very subtle light print of my background stamp. Okay, cleaning off. Put that to one side, and where's my second paper? Oh, I think I see it. Yep, there it is. So here I want to stamp. Where is it? There it is. I want to stamp this this grass bit here. Let's see how it looks size-wise. It looks okay on the portrait style. Maybe I have to print it something like that on the landscape style. Yeah, because I think the other flowers will just take away too much if I have the big butterfly on top. Yeah. Do I even want the butterfly? That's the question now. Let me think for a second, because I don't want it to look too busy, but still. So this would be portrait. Maybe I just want a tiny butterfly up here. Yeah, I think that's the better idea. For the landscape style, do I want the print to overlap? And bigger butterfly. Decisions. Because I would print this on a different kind of a paper that I could have a little 3D effect on it. Yeah, I think I would go for this kind of a plan, which means that I need to hold off stamping for a bit and color or paint the bases. So this one I should go with a turquoise. I do have my markers with me, my Tombow markers, but I forgot my swatch, so I'm going to get that. Okay. So let's see. What color do I want? Think I would like the 452. Let's see if that was the pen. Yep, that's the one. And a little bit of a very light pink. 673 or 620. Oh, it's more purple. No, I need more of a pinker tone. Maybe this one. No. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, that's this tone, the 723. I think that could work for the blue one. For the green one, a green and a dark red. Think I like the 126 for a dark red. Do I even want to have a dark red? No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna go with one color for this card because the green is a little more, has a little more oomph, you know? So I'm going to One is like this and one is like this. I'm gonna have my oh gosh, my pens be in a little plastic palette here, because I don't want to get too much pigment that I cannot dissolve on my cards. So I'm just adding a little bit to my palette, and then I'm gonna pick it up with my water brush. So I can have a painterly look. And I want to have a few of these lines here, but not too much. That's enough for the pink. And then I can bring in the turquoisey blue. Dab that in from the bottom. Mix it here and there. Clean up my brush. I'm going to let this dry for a minute. I might give it a blast with my blow dryer, but for now I will just let it sit there while I take care of my other card. Add a little more because I want this to be a little more vibrant on the bottom and lighter on top. So I'm just going in with a second layer here. Not pull the paint or the color, the pigment all the way to the top. Have this cut like marbled look here. Yep, I think that's not too shabby. So I'm gonna let this dry. Should be drying rather quickly because it is really warm in the house. See, the first one is already almost dry. I'm going to set this here, clean up my palette. And now I can print my butterflies. I brought some more paper, the same one that I used on the back of the card, so like the background panel. It's quite sturdy cardstock. I have no idea. I think I know what it is, what kind of paper, but I have to check. It will be on the blog post for this project in case you are curious. So I can. Oh, there it is. Was looking for my acrylic block. Should put it in the right direction. So the little one will be on the red card. Ooh. Please stay on. Okay, the butterfly stamp doesn't want to stay. So I'm gonna ink it up really good and print it. I want to have a good impression. Yep, that's good. Take that out of the way. Close up my ink pad, otherwise I might have my hand in it, which I don't want. And inking up the big butterfly. Printed as well. I'm going to leave some space because I have to be able to cut both of the butterflies out. Yep, that's all right. Clean my stamps. Meanwhile, I think this is dry. Perfect. Let's see, for this card base, where is the stamp with, oh, there it is. The there's the red butterfly. So I think I'm going to stamp this grassy bit here with the same red ink that I used on the butterfly, just to not have the card look too busy. So let's ink it up. Okay. I might have to be over it with my head, so sorry for that, but I gotta look down pretty straight to get this stamp positioned well and not be totally wonky. So That's a nice impression. I really like this. So I'm going to leave it. Quickly clean my stamp. For the other one, I wanted to have this stamp overlap. So what I'm going to do is glue down this piece first and then stamp on top. I'm just going to take regular paper glue. I don't have double-sided tape, that would be an alternative. But I don't have that in my house currently. And I didn't want to wait any longer with the project because it's been so long since I wanted to do that. Okay, I have to be a little careful. Position it well. And press it down and remove any glue that would come out to the sides here. Have a little bit on top, but I can just wipe it off. It's not a big thing. If I would have waited too long, that would have been another kind of a story. But like this, I'm okay. Now, stamp, there it is. Gonna ink it up. Jesus Christ, sorry. Sorry, I have to go overhead again. And print this. I think it's a little wonky, but we'll see. It's not too bad. Okay, now these can dry and I can work on my butterflies, because I do want to darken up a few things. One being the body here. I'm just going to add a little pigment and I'm going to feather that out with my water brush. That's the good thing about those Tombow markers. They're water soluble ink. Same on the other side. The reason being why I do that is when I cut this butterfly out of the paper, I will bend it a bit, and I want the midsection to be a little darker than the outer rim of the wings. So I'm adding a little bit of marker, and I need to add a little more. I can't go on the wet paper, I mean like directly with my pen. I would not be able to dissolve that ink, so I gotta go in with a brush. Then I can work wet on wet. Alright, I think that's enough. For the red one, gotta check if I have that kind of color. Let's see. No, not really. So I'm going to take 755, I think. It's quite pinkish down here, but I don't have a dark red. Maybe I could try that. Just dab a little of my ink pad pigment here onto my palette. See if I can pick it up and intensify a little in the middle here. Doesn't look too good. No, not working. So I will take a dark gray maybe, or a purple. Let's go with a purple, 606. Don't think it's in this box. Probably. Yeah. Just a very tiny little bit. Here in the middle. Just something to not have this butterfly look too one-dimensional, too plain. I think that's enough. So now I can clean my brush and let that dry. So these don't look too bad. While the butterflies are drying, I can glue my panels to the cards. So this should go something like something like this. I have the red butterfly on the upper left corner. So taking the same paper glue, sorry, Oh no, this is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. The ink isn't dry yet, so I have to be careful. I have a few little red dips there. It's ghosting, but well, have to be careful here as well. Clean piece of paper towel, put on top and press it down. Okay. Now for the butterflies, where did I put my, here are my tiny scissors. That should help me cutting them out. I'm not gonna cut the antennas. I'm just either gonna leave it as it is or draw in some antennas later. We go, the tiny one. Now for the bigger one. It's a little difficult here on these parts to cut because I don't want to bend the cardstock too much and make my butterfly look wonky. But I'm gonna manage. Somehow. Let's do it like this. That's way easier. Should have done it first time. It's a little easier on paper, I think, but on cardstock it's a tiny bit more tricky, but that's fine. So the big butterfly goes here. Now let me check if I have some pearls or something that I can put down on the body of the butterfly. So I found some pearls and I brought my super glue because I thought maybe could put one in the middle. It's gonna be difficult to hold, but still. Something like this. Yeah, I think I like that as a finishing touch. Ooh, I shouldn't throw my pearls. Actually, I need tweezers to keep my hand steady. Let me see if I can find them. There they are. Found them. So this makes things a little easier. First I want to bend my butterfly. I'm going to use my super glue. On the back of it. This down. That's the problem with super glue. Sometimes it doesn't want to attach to a certain surface, so gotta go with my normal glue on top. Hope that it holds up. Better. And since the glue doesn't want to keep on that kind of paper here, I would need a spray, an activation spray for this paper, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to use my paper glue, hoping that my pearl sticks to the butterfly. Not too bad. Okay, card number 1 finished. Let's go for card number 2. Gonna bend my butterfly. And my tiny pearl. That's gonna be difficult. Let's see if that works. And I didn't even need my tweezers. Okay, this is pretty much it. Let's see if I need to add some finishing touches. Don't really think so. I will add a letter to this card later on. Same goes for the other card. I think I want to send this to the mom and this to my friend. So it's all gonna be done that way. I think that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching along. I had a lot of fun crafting these cards. It has been a while, so I enjoyed it very much. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. You can also let me know what you want me to see, what you want me to work on, what you want to see on videos. I will accommodate your wishes there. So feel free and comment in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And while I finish this goodbye thing, I think I want to add the antennas for the big butterfly. So in case you haven't already, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with a friend if you find they should see this video. And I will be back in 2 weeks with, I think, a painting project. So take good care and have fun. Bye.